Hello everyone. Today it's our day 34th class. It's our last class for the base SAS classes. Congratulations everybody. You are going to complete the base SAS classes by this class today, and from tomorrow we will start the advanced SAS classes. Okay? So let's begin our today's class about proc report. Okay? So like every other procedures like proc tabulate, proc means, proc print. In every steps we have got the reports, right? By using the proc report procedure also we will be able to generate the reports, but these reports can be more advanced reports, like whatever the format we want and whatever the requirement that is we have, we can based on the those formats we can generate the reports. Okay, like in means tabulate and proc print procedures. In report procedure also we will be able to generate the descriptive statistics and calculations and percentage, everything. But in this proc report we'll be able to generate the advanced reports. Okay, see, this is the general form of the basic report procedure. I will explain you about all these statements clearly while explaining the programming for this proc report. Okay, let's move into the examples. Mm, See here, this is the basic format for the proc report procedure. We use proc report procedure statement, column statement, where option, define, break or break, everything. Okay, I will explain you clearly while discussing the examples. See here, I am taking an example. Now I want to generate a report for class dataset. Okay, from the SAS help library. For how can I do that? See, proc report. Okay, proc report data equal to SAS help dot class. Okay, now execute the program. See, now it will generate a result. Yes, is missing. Okay, now execute the program. See, now it generated the result. Okay, now it is looking like this, right? See, in this, what are the first options are the things we use? See here, it is showing the column variable list. As I didn't mention any variables, what it gave me, it generated result for all the variables that is present in the class dataset. We can specify the columns that we want to generate the reports for. Okay, by using the column statement. How can I do that? Give column. Okay, so for which I want to generate the results. Let's give, I want to generate results for only name and age only. Okay, now execute the program. See, now it generated reports for name and age only. See, these are the some of the options that can be used in the proc report statement. Okay, we will see these options one by one. But if you guys are already using the new version of SAS or studio version or the university version, you no need to use anymore this no windows option, headline, headscape and column width and spacing option, because it's already modify, it's already advanced versions. Those are already advanced versions and your reports will be generated accordingly. Okay, you no need to use of this every time no windows, headline, headscape, column width and spacing option. And also another option is saving the report and the log, because it's already modified version, so you can directly do that when you generate the program. Okay, when you execute the program, it automatically by default generates the results for all these. Okay, so if you are using the advanced versions, then there is no need of using this no windows, headline, headscape, column width and spacing and this saving the report and log option. Okay, now just for the understanding purpose, I will show you these options also in the old versions, and after that we will continue the next options that we use in the new versions. Okay, we can use these new versions also in the old version, but I'm just showing the difference. Okay, but in the new version there is no need to use this no windows, headline, head skip, column width and the spacing, and this saving the report option. Okay, so that is the difference between the new version and the old version. But for the understanding purpose, let's see how to work on these options in the old version. Okay, let's take the program. See, this is the example that we are working right earlier. I'm just copying that from the new version to the old version. See, I'm taking this off. See, now execute the program and let's see the difference how it generates the results. See, in the old version how it is generating the results. It is generating the results like this. See, in the new version how it is generating. Sorry, here. See, this is how it generated my results in the new version. When it comes to old version, it is generating the results in this way. Okay, it is generating the this as system, time, everything, page number, and it is looking like this. And in the new version it's already generated with a table. Okay, see, now I want to use the first option, no windows option. Okay, what this no windows option will do, see, this no windows option tells us not to open the report in the new window. Okay, what it is doing here basically, in the old version, when I generate the results, it opened the reports in the new window. See, it is generating the results in the new window. See, whenever I run a program with this report statement, it generates the results in the new window. See, if I don't want to do that, every time, see, if I want to generate another program, see, for example, I want to include the column and I want to get the age and name variables only. Okay, for this, if I want to generate the results, will it generate? No, what it is saying, proc report is currently executing, all subsequently submitted statement will not begin executing until its completion. Okay, see, now I have to close this every time. Okay, now I got the result. Okay, because whenever I generate the results, what it is doing, it is it is opening the new window. Okay, if I use this no windows option, it will generate you the index like in the earlier format. See, if I execute without this no windows option, what happens? See, with the no windows, if I execute this program, what it will do, it will open a new window every time. See, now it opened a new window here. Okay, so every time if you want to generate new program, and if you want a new program, if you want to give it, you have to close this window and it won't generate your results in the results window. Okay, see, now if I use this no windows option, it will not generate results in the new window. See, now here I got the report in the results. Okay, so for that we will use this new no windows option, but in the new version it is not necessary. Okay, it won't generate results in the new window, it automatically generates in the results window only, so there is no need of using this no windows option. If you want to see, we can check that here. Okay, let's check it. See, when I execute the program, where it is generating the results, in the results window itself. So there is no need of using this no windows. Even if you use this no windows option, it won't do anything. See, see, Like earlier only you got the results. See, even you are not getting anything especially by using this no windows option, because there is no need of using in this new version. Okay, all these options are already automated in the new versions. So the next option is, see, here in my results, see here in my results, I want to include a headline. Okay, so for that, see, in between this age name, I want to include a line. How can I do that? By using the headline option. Okay, give headline. Okay, now execute the program. See, this ff is nothing but it included a line in between this variable names and the data values. Okay, if you want to leave if you want to leave space after this headline, you can give head skip option, so that it will leave one line and then it will print the data values. See, here use head skip. Okay, now execute the program. See, now it left the one line space. Okay, if I want to add a line after this age and name, so that age and name will be in a both the lines, there will, I want to include a line after this age and name. How can I do that? By giving here in the parenthesis, give in the quotations two hyphens. Okay, now close this parenthesis. Okay, now it includes another line on the top. Okay, see, now execute the program. See, now I got another line here on the top of the variable names. Okay, see, now my column width is like this, right? Spacing between age and name. So if I want to increase this space or decrease the space, we use option called spacing or the column width. First, let's see about the spacing. Okay, spacing equal to, give like 25. Okay, now execute the program. See, now the space between this column, both the columns increased, right? Okay, and the column width also do the same thing. Okay, give column width. It's a COL. Okay, COL width, that is the column width. This column width also will do the same. Now I want to decrease the width to the 3. Okay, now execute the program. Now the width between both changes seen. Spacing and column width both do the same job. Okay, this no windows headline, head skip and column width is not necessary if you are using the new version. Okay, so let's move into the new version and let's see about other options. Okay, see, even though if I execute this program in the new version, there will be no change to my data set. Okay, see, now I'm executing. See, even if I give column width also, it won't take it. But this option works in the new version. This if I want to include the space, I mean on the upper line, this one includes, but not for that purpose. If I include this option, it will generate a new table, new column on the top of my variable names. Okay, now execute. See, let's execute the program without this, and I will be able to show the difference then. Age and name. Okay, so now I'm executing without all these options. See, this is my table which is looking like this. Now I am including headline, head skip, column width and this. Okay, let's see the difference. See, everything is same. It won't change your column width or anything. But because of including the two hyphens in the quotation marks like this, it created a new column on the top of the variable names. So if you want, you can add the heading for this space. Okay, how can I do that? See, you can give the name in the place of these two hyphens. Give the heading that you want to give. Okay, I will give class report. Okay, now execute the program. See, now I got class report as the heading in the uppermost column. Okay, like this we can give the heading. See, now I want to generate results for all the variables. Okay, age, name, sex and height and weight. Those are all the options that I have in the class dataset. Variable names. Okay, see, now execute the program. See, now I got results for all the variables. Now what I want to do is I want to assign subheadings or the spanning headings for age, name and sex, and another heading for this height and weight. How can I do that? See, in the parenthesis, after this heading, in the parenthesis, for whatever the variables that you want to give subheadings, give that in the quotations like this. Okay, demographics, that is the heading that I want to give for these three variables. Okay, and then close the parenthesis and create another new parenthesis, and in the quotations give measurements. Okay, and close the main parenthesis. Okay, now execute the program. See, now I got another two subheadings got created under the class report, demographics and measurements. Under demographics I have age, name and sex values. Under measurements I have height and weight values. Okay, like this we can create the spanning headings or the subheadings. Okay, see, now let's use the define. See, this define statement. What is this define statement? See, let's go into the notes. See, this define statement specifies options for an individual variable. Okay, if you leave out the column statement, SAS will by default include all the variables in your data set. Okay, see, by using this define statement, we will be able to give the specific options for an individual variable. Okay, here I have given options for the whole variables or few variables, right? By using define option, I will be able to give options for specific variables. Okay, let's use the define option. Describes how to use and display a report item. Okay, define. Now I want to change the name into the another name. Okay, I want to give a new name to this new name variable. How can I do that? Define name is the variable name that I want to change, and give a slash in the quotations, give the new name that you want to assign. Now I want to give the name student name. Okay, Now execute the program. See, now my name got changed to the student name. Okay. See, for this student name, I want to increase the space or the width of this student name. How can I do that? By using the width option, I can only change the width of this student name only. Earlier, by using the column width and spacing option, I have changed the column width, right? But now I want to change only for the student name by using the define statement. How can I do that? Define name gives slash in the and give width equal to any spacing number that is required. I will give 25. Okay, now execute the program. Is it showing any difference to the earlier one and the now? See, execute the program without this now. See, this is after giving the column width. Now I am taking this column width option. Still it is showing the same because this width option don't work in the new version. It works in the older version. Let's see that. See, here now I am executing without the column width option. See, now I want to increase the space between for this student name. So it increases the space. Say, let's give the width option. See, define name width equal to 25. Now you can see the difference. Okay. See, now it increased the space for other width for the student name. Okay. So the next one is, see, now I want to give define weight. Okay. See, how is my values here in the older version? See, it is looking like 69.00, 56.50, 65.30 with points, and it is not in the right format, right? If you want that, if you want to format your values, you can use the format option. Okay. For example, now I want to format. See, in the new version how it is looking like, it is not showing any decimal values. So when it comes to the older version, what it is showing, it is showing the decimal values. Okay, if you want to control these decimal values, you can use the format option in your define statement. See, now I am using define. I want to format for weight values only. Okay, weight slash format equal to I will give 6.0. Now what happens? I will get my weight values as the integer values. See, now execute the program. See, my weight values, decimal points are gone. Okay. If you want to remove for height values also, you can give it in the same statement. See, mention two hyphens in between each variable and give the other variable name height. Okay. Now execute the program. What happened? Oh, define height hyphen weight. Okay, now execute the program. See, now I got height and weight both variables in the integer format. See, the next option is no print option. Okay, if see for example now I want to print all the variables. Okay, and I don't want to print height variable, okay, in my results. How can I do that? So as I am mentioning that especially for the height variable, I have used the define statement, and I have given the no print option. Okay, now execute the program. See, without this statement, first execute the program. Now we printed all the variables, right? Now I don't want to get this height variable in my reports. How can I do that? By giving the define statement height slash no print option. Okay, execute the program. Okay, see, now I didn't get the height in my report. So this is how we can generate the reports by using the define option. See, for example, if I am working with only with the numerical values. Okay, see, let's take the same example. Now I am removing all the character variables. I just want the results for only the numeric values. I am removing name and sex. Those are the character values, right? Now I want to generate the results for age and height and weight numeric values only. Okay, execute the program. Let's see how I will get the answer. See how I got the results. I got the mean value or the sum of the values for all these age values. Okay, I got the sum of these total age values. Okay, see why I didn't get all the values, I just got only the sum. When I use this proc report procedure only for the numeric values, it gives me the sum like this. If you want to display all the values like earlier, you have to specify that with a defined statement. See, for example, now I want to specify it for age and give the option display. See, this display, what it will do, defines report item which must be a dataset variable as a display value. Okay, now execute the program. See, now it displays reports for all the values. Okay, you can mention any one name. You don't need to mention all the three. If you mention for one, you will get it for all the three. Okay, now the next one is using the order option. Okay, see, I'm taking the same example again. Now I want to order these data values by using the order option. Okay, I want to order these data values based on the sex values. Okay, give order here. What this order will do, execute the program. See, now I got all the female values first, and then I got all the male values. Okay, like this we can order the variables names and the data values. Okay, see, for example, I want to order these values. I want to get these data based on the both sex and the age values. I want to, this order is nothing but the sorting. Okay, just sorting. Okay, now I want to sort this data based on both sex and age. Give hyphen two hyphens and give the age that age or any variable name that you want to sort. Okay, now execute the program. Now see how I will get the results. See, now I got the results based on the age and also sex. Okay, I got first for age, whoever belongs to age 11. See, I got females first and then males. Okay, like that I have sorted the data based on the age and the sex. Okay. Then the next one is adding the statistics. Okay, see, for example, now I want to get the mean and n values or mean and the standard deviation for the specific variable. How can I get the, let me take the same example. See, here I am taking the same example. I am taking this off, no print option. See, now I want to get mean and n values for this height. How can I get that? But you can get that. See, you can mention that option in the column option itself. See, height, right? So for this height, first execute this program. See, now I got the sum for this height value, right? See, if I execute numeric values with the report statement, I will get the sum value. Okay. Now I want to generate mean value also for this height. Okay, mean and n values. See, now execute the program. See, now I got mean value and then n value. N value is nothing but the number of non-missing observations that are present in the data. Okay, this is the mean value for my height value. Okay, if we didn't mention anything, by default it will give us the sum of height. Okay. For example, now I want to get the median value also. See, mean, median for the height values. Also, I want to get the mean, minimum and the maximum values for the weight. See, give it in the minimum and maximum. Okay, separate this with a comma. Okay, now execute the program. See, now I got mean, median values for height, minimum and maximum values for the weight. Okay, like this we can mention see, we can mention all these options to the column statement. Okay, in the proc report we can use max, minimum, mean, median, n miss. Okay, like this we can mention all these options and we can request for the statistical data from the variables that we wanted based on the requirement. Okay, so the next one is using the group option. Okay, now I want to group the data based on the age and the group. Okay, how can I do that? See, I'll take the same example. See, instead of display here, I will give group. What this group will do? Defines report item which must be a data set variable as a group variable. Okay, so Now execute the program. See, now what I got? I got the results based on the age variables, and whoever belongs to the 11 age, all those age values height got summed up. It gave me the sum for all the age who belong to 11, and for weight also it gave me the all the sum of students who belong to 11 age group. Okay, like this we can get the group values. See, for this group values only, I want to get the mean, median and the minimum and maximum. Okay, so for that mention this age and group here. Okay, now what happens? See, I got the mean, median, minimum and the maximum values for the age group values. No, how to mention age also here. Okay, let me take this. See, age, height, right? Age and height are the two columns. So in this, we now execute the program. See, now I got the mean, median, minimum and maximum values based on the age. Like this we can do the grouping. Okay. So these values are basically the students who belong to 11 age, their mean value is 54.4 and their height median is 54.4. Okay, that's how it will perform the grouping. See, now I want to group this data based on age and sex both. By using both sex and age, I want to group the data. Okay, how can I do that? See, I'm taking the same. Now I want to group the data by using sex and age both. Mention that with the two hyphens, and also mention in the column statement also sex variable also. Okay, now I want to group age and sex, and I want to get mean and standard deviation for both height and weight. Okay, how can I do that? You can mention that also in the parenthesis. See, and now give the statistics that you wanted. Now I want to print the mean and standard deviation. Okay, now execute the program. See, now I got grouping based on sex and also based on the age. So now I got for all female values, first I got mean value for 11 age group, 12 age group, then okay, and whatever is there the missing values that I got as the missing values. Okay, like this we can get the data printed. Okay, we can do the grouping like this. And the another one is we can use the across option. Okay, how can I do that? See, I'm taking the same example. Now I want to use the across option. For this only I want to use the across option. See, now if I use across option, what happens? Instead of grouping, see, sex for sex, I want to use across. Okay. See, now execute the program and let's see the change. What happened now? For the across option, I got both male and female values printed in the same dimension. Earlier I got first the female values and then on the down I got the male values, right? If I do it like this now, I got the how many female members present in the 11 age group, and I got the mean for them, standard deviation, and how many female members present in the 12 age group. Okay, like this we can get the data by using the across option. Okay, and the next one is, see, if I want to get first females data on the top and I want to get the males data on the another page. Okay, how can I get that? See, by using the break option, break statement, break after sex. Okay, and skip, writes a blank space for the last break line. Okay, so for the page, to get the page, see, now if I execute the program, I will get the two gender data printed in the different pages. Oh no. See, I have to mention 6 here. See, okay, execute the program. See, now I got female data on the first page and the male data on the second page. Or else if you want to print both the data on the same table, and if you want to leave one space between each gender, you can do that by using the skip option. Okay, instead of page, give skip here. Okay, now what it will do, it will give a blank space. See, it didn't give any blank space after the gender variable, right? After female gender variable, so it didn't work. This skip option don't work in this new version. Let's try in the old version. Okay, see, I have taken the same program here. In the old version it works basically. Close. See, here it included a blank space after each gender data. Okay, so this works only for the old version, this skip option. Okay, so the next option is including underline or overline and summarize option. Okay, see, ul, what this ul will do, underlining. Okay, see, now execute the program. Has it included any underline after this female and the male values? No, right? But actually it works with the, see, now here I want to include a line after each gender variable. Okay, how can I do that? First close this. I'll give no windows, otherwise it will generate report every time. Okay, so now I will give underline option. Okay, now execute the program. See, now it created a line after each gender data values. Okay, now there is another option called overline. Okay, OL. Now what happens if I give this option, execute the program? It created another line. Okay, if you want to print something in between these lines, you can give it. Okay, let's give summarize option. Okay, summarize. What this summarize will do? Let's see. Execute the program. See, it gave me the mean values for the height value. See here, for the female values it summarized the data. Okay, it gave me the mean value for this height value, and in the standard data it gave me the 5.02. that is nothing but the mean value. Okay, and this is also the mean value, and this is also the mean value. So basically it gives the mean values if I use the summarize function. Okay, let's use this summarize option in the new. Okay, now I will include summarize. What this summarize will do, writes a summary line in each group of break lines. Okay, execute. See, now it included here summarize option, but it in the new version underline and overline option is not necessary. Okay, in the summary, if I use the summarize option, I got the summary for the each data values. Okay, and the next one is break before. Okay, now I got these values printed after all this gender, each gender values, right? Now I want to get this summarize option on the top of the each gender value. Okay, see on the top, see after before this female gender values I want the summarize option, and this male summarize option I want to be here on the top of this. How can I get that? Now give, instead of break after, give break before. Okay, now execute the program. See, now I got the summarize values on the top of the each gender data values. Okay, next option is break. See, the next option is break before. Okay, now you will get the values on the top. See, now execute the program. Now I will get the summarized values on the top of the each gender value starting. Here I got the all the summarized values on the top. Okay, like this we can get the summarized values on after or on the before. Today I will stop this class here, and we will continue this proc report class tomorrow. In tomorrow's class we will see about how to create new variables by using the compute statement and inserting the custom text in the data report values, and we will see about various compute programs for inserting different custom text. Okay, and also we will see about to generate the output report datasets, and we will see about demonstrating analysis option. Okay, and also generating summary statistics we will see in the tomorrow's class. Okay, thank you.